Hello everyone, Brad Johnson here, and in this Conscious Matrix Communication video, we're going to be talking about soul essence diagrams and holographic language. So we're going to get into some really fun stuff here. And so when I'm talking about soul essence diagrams, what is it that I'm discussing? It is your own interpretation spontaneously of your soul essence. Now the whole idea in regards to why it's called soul essence is because this is looking in regards to a type of personality archetype. That the soul itself really is a combination of mind and spirit altogether. That the soul itself, when you physically pass on from this body, you literally have two contingents relating to yourself as you go up this gigantic white tunnel, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles an hour from what many people have experienced. There's basically a separation that occurs, yet still oneness. There is a whole idea that a branch of yourself that represents mind is carried off, and that a branch of yourself that represents spirit is carried off. Simply because the mind and the spirit are archetypes, and that they represent different portions relating to your existence. However, you still are yourself. The mind itself simply represents the ultimate database, the apex, the potential of all understood imagination. Everything that you can imagine existence to be truly is contained within that database capsule of mind. And that spirit truly is the isness, it is divine source. And so the soul truly is the hybridization between the mind and the spirit. So if you have those two together, you have soul. And again, this is just an interpretation. So again, the soul can also relate to the breath, in regards to the breath of life, the spark that allows life to become so, the heart, etc., etc. So again, this is all you're really examining, the completion between the mind, the spirit, which encapsulates the hybridization of soul. All right? So let's take a look in regards to interpreting spontaneously our soul matrix, our soul essence. All right? Now again, this is just, the whole idea is that you're not really putting any type of judgment upon yourself to saying, oh, that doesn't really look like my soul or anything like that. What you're doing is you're just letting yourself express. It's not about thinking that, oh, do I have this right? Oh, maybe there's a shape out of alignment there, etc. You're letting your hand do the work. And all this really requires is trust. So I'm just going to create a little box here. And I'm just going to give a demonstration in regards to my soul essence of what comes through. Now that's just something that's very, very simple. Right here you can kind of see a face, and you kind of see all this expanse in regards to what the lines are showing in regards to the expansion of my being moving into matrix capacity. Now again, just giving a demonstration here relating to my soul essence, let's take a look at, just for example, portraying another, of what certain qualities come up relating to the diagramming of soul essence. So let's just say that you are spontaneously creating an aspect and version of your own soul. Again, not thinking about it. Right? So again, you kind of see something here relating to the center point. Sometimes you may see a face, sometimes you may not. Right here, it does look kind of familiar to a type of expression. It's kind of in its point, kind of narrow, relating to certain forms of energies that are still cohesive within this particular being. So again, just feel free to have fun with that. Just feel free to express yourself in regards to how you feel your soul essence is talking to you. And that each time you draw it, you're always looking at a different perspective of your soul. That one drawing is never going to be the same one. It's very similar to body regeneration healing relating to the hologram, because the hologram exists within 144 hyper dimensions. And that this is just a two-dimensional version of that hyper-dimensional hologram. So if I'm going to go ahead and draw my essence again, it's going to be different, because I'm capturing it while it's always in motion. Anytime you're looking at hyperspatial dimensions, it's always flowing. It's always in movement. It's never ever going to stop. It's not going to say, okay, here I am. Let's take a Polaroid. It's always going to be in a state of flow. So there may be times when you feel that you don't really see a face in here. Like right now, can't really see that much. Maybe this here. But again, all this energy here has a particular type of rapport based upon what you're creating. All right? So now we're going to take it to the next level. And again, it's not about putting judgment on yourself in regards to what you drew. Oh, I drew this really, really quickly and I don't think I put enough detail. Just go with yourself. Go with the hand. When your hand says that's enough, that's enough. Your hand says, okay, you can add a little bit more here, down here, etc. Feel free. But just going with your own instincts relating to what you're experiencing through your own soul algorithm, your own soul essence diagram, right? And so what you're going to do now is kind of moving into a more advanced step. Now again, a lot of what I'm about to show you is a very advanced technique. So again, don't be too hard on yourself if you feel you're not getting it right away, okay? So this is very similar to what I'm doing in body regeneration healing, but what we're doing is we're looking into the holographic language of what's coming through, okay? So if I'm kind of taking this element right here, because to me this shows that it's an unconscious symbol that's coming through. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that out as best as I can to repeat that, okay? And in regards to that, I'm going to allow some holographic language to come through. Okay, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to sound out each part here. Here's a symbol, here's a symbol, here's a symbol, here's a symbol, okay? So I'm just going to start to close my eyes, and I'm just going to kind of tune into this particular symbol here and find out what sound, if any, can be reproduced. Ga. So it's sounding like a ga here. G, A. Okay? I'm going to go on to the next symbol. I want to find out exactly what this produces. Pe. So it's P-E. Okay? I'm going to go on to this symbol. I'm going to find out what it produces. Sa. S-A-H. Okay, now there's this big symbol right here. I'm going to find out exactly what this produces. Rohe. Okay? Ga, sa, rohe. Alright? Now I just said something in regards to what can be understood contemporarily into our language. Ga, sa, rohe. Right? And that's just me kind of breaking down certain elements relating to this soul diagram. Now let me look in regards to Ga, sa, rohe. Now you're basically turning this into a mantra. And you're just discovering exactly what it feels it means to you when you look at the completion of these symbols that you've just spontaneously created through this branch of your soul essence, through this diagram. You're just letting it sound out, you're playing with it, And you're allowing any kind of images, any kind of feelings, thoughts come through as you're saying this aloud. Ga pe sa ro he. Ga pe so ra he. Ga pe sa ro he. Alright? What I'm getting here is a feeling of kind of like a type of crystal. Okay? Now there's no exact feeling in regards to what it may exactly be, but it's feeling to me that when I say ga pe sa ro he, it's feeling of a type of crystal, a beautiful type of crystal that's coming through. And it may not be something that I'm completely familiar with. It's basically a thought coming through. It's a crystal. There's something here in regards to a crystal. So this can represent many different expanses, understandings of what a crystal can represent in the way that it's being shared here through ga pe sa ro he. And like anything, you're basically just attempting to meditate or going deeper. For me, my own instance is looking deeper into soul matrix and understanding more about this crystal. So as I've created a diagram, and it can sometimes be a word as well too, I'm going to go ahead and place my fingers just around it like this. I'm going to see if there's more information that can come through. Okay, I'm sensing gemstone. I'm sensing bright light. I'm sensing another interesting word called the Ogen Kingdom. Okay? Now I've never personally heard of the word Ogen, so that's something that I'm going to have to look at as well too. So when I'm looking at this essence of myself in regards to this, where I've created this particular part, this branch of my soul essence, and I've integrated these particular languages, these symbols, that is coming through to create some form of contemporary language, ga pe sa ro he, I got the feeling of a crystal. Okay? And as I look deeper into that particular response, I'm getting a gemstone, I'm getting bright light, I'm getting the Ogen Kingdom. So this is some stuff that's just helping me to look further and say, this is very, very interesting. And again, you could spend a long time looking at your soul essence, and that each time it's different. And so this is really how exciting it is that you're looking at your own expanse. You are an infinite being, and so playing together with the infinite, you could go on and on and on and on, relating to all these portrayals of your soul essence. But this is something that you can do to help discover more of yourself. That maybe something is going beyond Earth origins here, that you're looking into something a lot deeper. And you may discover that as you go a lot deeper through yourself, how it can all collate right back to Earth. This is absolutely fascinating. That this portion of myself, talking of a beautiful crystal, a gemstone, the bright light, part of the Ogen Kingdom, that there's something here that's rooting back to me, that I am discovering this for a reason. This is all part of my journey in understanding more of my own essence. So again, I could pick other portions out of this. Okay? So I could pick this, for example. Not too sure where I can put it. Put it up here. And you're just doing your best to kind of recreate it to the best that you can. Okay? And I'm just going to put the symbols down here. So as I'm focusing on this, making it up here, okay? So now I'm getting 3 different symbols this time. Okay? And again, it's just trusting your own nature, trusting your connection with the matrix. Okay? So I'm going to put my hand here, and I'm going to see if there's a sound that comes through. It's called pins. Pins. The best way that it can be spelled, P-I-N-S, but pins. Okay? And you're just letting your intuition follow this particular rhythm of the symbol that you're connecting with, and allow what comes through to come through. Checked. Okay? Pins checked. Okay? Now I'm going to go to the third one. Sof. Alright, so there's that particular type of symbol here that's branched off. And here's, again, the totality of the entire word. Pins, chet, sof. So what is that? What is that attempting to tell me in regards to this type of language that's coming up here? Pins, chet, sof. Feels like it's more like a mountain range. That it's something in regards to mountain. That it feels something in regards to infrastructure. Okay, infrastructure, mountain. Okay, so something is coming through there, and then again I can continue to explore that. So again, there's just aspects of my soul essence that's telling me more of this. Now a question may come up and saying, is this helping you to understand more of your lives? Absolutely. This is really your connection to how you can look into this and just discovering what you're examining through this entire soul essence that relates to your own akasha. And that this is linked directly to that, because your intention is to connect to your soul essence. Your soul essence holds the akasha relating to everything that you've been. And so when you're just kind of diagramming different aspects of your own soul, whether it be widened or whether it be narrow, that's okay. You may have perspectives that you're looking at that may be a kind of a narrow band that's showing that there's a lack of expansion there, or something that's really wide that's helping you to look at more of detailed areas relating to yourself. But again, all you're doing is trusting yourself. Again, you're just imagining that your hand is leading the way. It's the guide. And it's helping you to understand more about what you are in regards to your aspects. And this is something that can just be truly fascinating. Again, you can just spend days, weeks, months, or even years deciphering this relating to your own soul essence. And this is also something that I do through Akashic Perspective sessions, is I draw your soul essence, and then I get information coming through, very similar to body regeneration healing, relating to the scale, from 0 representing balance, 100 representing severe critical conditioning, in regards to different elements of yourself, your service to self, your service to others, your integrity, your relationships, etc. This is all coming through your Akashic Perspective sessions. You can find more on that through the examples on the website. But again, this is just something that you can play with. And again, not bringing yourself into any type of harsh feeling, oh my goodness, I'm not interpreting this right, or something's going on. Don't be afraid of yourself. If you feel that you are doing something very, very well, and you're not able to continue to look at it, there may be something blocking you, you can always contact me and we can definitely work on it together. And you can find more particular perspectives that are coming through. So again, it's all up to you, just allowing yourself to explore this particular aspect relating to the diagrams of your soul essence and translating it from holographic language into a contemporary form that you can relate to, and just sounding out the words, creating the sound principle of what they represent, and playing with it. So go ahead and have fun with this. And again, if you do have more information or want more information relating to soul essence diagramming and holographic language, by all means feel free to contact me, info@areyourselfempowered.com. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Namaste.